Good evening, class. How are y'all? I hope y'all enjoyed your Labor Day. My name's Stefan Wilson. I'm only presenting my case on Nike. So, to give y'all a little bit of a background, Nike was originally called Blue Ribbon Sports. It was founded in 1964 by Phil Knight and Bill Bozeman. So, Phil Knight was a college student who ran for his track and field for his school, while Bill Bozeman was his coach. And he wanted to optimize his runners' shoes and experimented with their footwear after learning techniques from a local cobbler. So, Knight was the first person to try and build Bozeman's shoes, and with it, Knight went to the Olympics and won the gold medal in the 400-meter dash. So Knight and Bozeman saw the potential of this footwear, and it changed the company's name from Blue Ribbon Sports to Nike in 1971. So as we know now, it has the infamous swoosh logo, and the company became international success in the fashion and sports industry. But despite these successes, Nike has faced some scrutiny over the years. Since Nike has no production facility in the United States, Nike manufactures in its apparel department in developing countries such as India, Indonesia, and Vietnam. They'll use subcontractors in these developing countries to basically make their products in these countries that don't have such a good economy to sell in the US international market. They face scrutiny for this strategy because the manufacturers in these overseas production companies get paid less than minimum wage. To give y'all an example, a company making Nike clothes in India per se, he'll get paid like $2 an hour, while someone in the US making the same product will get paid $39 an hour. In my opinion, I don't believe Nike should face this scrutiny because for unfortunately a lot of major companies use this strategy. For instance, Apple has been accused of violating labor laws and failing to approve workplace safety because it would have cut into profits. And countless major companies such as Apple use this business strategy to reduce the cost to produce their products. This is because the economy in these companies are very unstable. So, despite the economy in these growing host countries, the unemployment rate hasn't increased at all. So, India has a nation of give or take 1.4 billion people and has not created enough jobs for its growing workforce. The unemployment rate in India is at 8% due to the poor education system, job training, and most traditional academic degrees are pretty much worthless. So, because of this, many families in India will have to live with their family, they'll have to use welfare checks. Pretty much, they have to do anything they can to scrape by. So, even though it's not the best situation, while working for a clothing company that doesn't pay y'all next enough is the most glamorous and sustainable, it does provide workers with a means to provide for themselves and their families in an unstable economy. But I do believe Nike executives can do things a little bit different to pretty much get rid of these sweat charges in these overseas factories. I believe that Nike executives can improve their ways to oversee workers in factories so they can match US ones and make them safer to work in. And they have labor unions and everything along those lines. So these workers can feel valued, so they can keep putting on the best product. My stance on firms, I don't believe corporations should consider their social responsibilities when they make these investment decisions. The reason why I will say that is because a corporation is a business first, it's not a charity. And most people remember more negative things about a corporation than all the positive ones do. But I do agree they should be mindful of their corporate and social responsibility when making investment decisions. Because when a customer sees a corporation that's too money hungry, that's too greedy, that's not really pretty much want to make a buck, they're going to lose, most customers will lose faith in their company and not really want to invest in that business. But unfortunately, for better or for worse, every corporation can't satisfy every consumer, and it takes all types to make a world. But that's why I say corporations should think about what they want to do going forward with their business as well. Well, that was my case. I hope you all enjoy your day, and thank you so much for listening.